mind. All right, happy Saturday, everybody. Gonna talk some slim waistlines on today. Welcome, welcome, welcome to each and every one of you out there today. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, great day, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get myself live over here. I want to say great day to everybody out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to talk some slim waistlines on today, all right? Because people out there are starting to get outside, and guess what? Somebody has not achieved their goal. And so on today, I'm going to talk to you on how you can get slim healthy, how so many people around the world are saying yes to themselves and taking back these waistlines. All right, y'all. So we're going to give it another 30 seconds and we're going to get this party started. My name is Pam McCray, and I can tell you, I am feeling slim. All right, my waistline is now down to a 28-inch waistline. Who's my tape measure, right? But at the end of the day, I want to tell you that it is truly all about measuring these weights. But guess what? There's some people out there that the scale is dropping also. But when you don't pay attention to the scale and you begin to do something different in order to get something different, that is when the success will really begin to happen. So we are at healthydrivenlife.com if you want to check out the stories, but I am also live everywhere, right, on social media. So great day, everybody. Let me grab my pen. All right, maybe not. All right. All right, let me get this party started on today, this afternoon. I want to say hello to everybody. All right. Again, my name is Pam McCray, and I can tell you I am chiming in from Las Vegas, Nevada, where you know what? The sun is shining. It is beautiful outside. The heat has not yet hit, right? As we know that it's about to turn up for real out here in Las Vegas. But I can tell you, feeling absolutely amazing at the age of 55. And I wake up every single day excited. Why? Because I have truly been blessed with the opportunity to share something phenomenal with individuals around the world who are looking for something, who understand that their health truly is their greatest wealth. And anytime that you have the opportunity to be a blessing in the lives of others who are out there looking for something, that is one of the greatest things, because that means that you are waking up on purpose, moving in your purpose, because at the end of the day, y'all already know that I always say that life is truly not about us, but it's about the lives that we can help to impact, the lives that we can help to change along the way. And how do we do that? Well, we do it by leading by example. We do it by being first. We do it by creating a way for others to see that it's possible, right? And so I stand before every single one of you, a woman, a mom, who literally once upon a time didn't believe in myself, right? I had zero confidence. Right? I had zero confidence in myself. I didn't believe. I allowed fear to stop me. I couldn't come live and talk to you guys about anything because I would shake like a leaf. But I could tell you that I always believed in more. I always believed that, you know what, impossibility. And so, whereas I really didn't believe in myself, I thank God because I was able to put myself in atmospheres. I was able to connect to opportunities like this and individuals, along the way who really, as I looked to them and they were an inspiration, helped me to believe that, you know what, if it can happen for somebody else, why can't it happen for me? And I want every single one of you on here today to ask yourself that because there's a lot of people out there in this world who right now, the world is going through some things. Health, the health epidemic is for real. People are struggling in their health. People are struggling financially. But, at the end of the day, we have to realize that we all have the power and the opportunity to change the trajectory of our story. But you have to want it bad enough. And it really boils down to how bad do you want it? So I wanted it bad, right? I was sick and tired of being broke. I was sick and tired of being overweight and not being at the size that I knew that I wanted to be. I was sick and tired of failing, right? And not allowing myself to believe bigger. I was sick and tired of allowing the opinions of friends, of family, of people who didn't support me to direct what I was doing, right? Because I tried all of these, Nate and I, right? My husband and I, we tried all of these different opportunities. And honestly, we would quit before we would get started. How many of you have tried something out there? You've done something and you believe in it, but then when you start to share with other people, that doubt starts to creep in, right? So that was us. And so we would try all these different opportunities. We've been in this industry of direct sales, network marketing for literally over 34 years. And so we would try all these businesses and we would quit. But guess what? We would keep going. Why? Because we were tired of the job and just allowing us to only go so far, to still give of ourselves, but to be living paycheck to paycheck. So we understood very early on that multiple streams of income is not an option, right? Although, back then it was really optional. Now, because of what we're dealing with, the economy and everything, it's no longer an option. So what can you do? You have to decide to change. So through the failures, through the bankruptcies, through the repossessions, through the struggles, life began to change. And it all started with an opportunity that we decided not to pass over, because a lot of times what happens in life is we have this poor mindset where you pass over opportunities repeatedly, thinking that, you know what, there's always going to be a tomorrow. But what if you decided to say yes? What if the very thing that you've been looking at, the very thing that you come across could be the very thing that changes your entire life? And so that's what happened to us, right? I decided to believe in me. I decided to punch fear in the face. I decided to say, you know what? I am created for greatness. And I believe that everything that God has told me is yes and amen, right? And so as a result of it, I just did it, right? Like Nike, I decided to just do it. I became a product of a product. I started to share my story, and literally that story turned into millions of dollars, to us being inducted into the $1 Million Hall of Fame. And I share that with all of you today, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that this business, this industry is real. All right. Because I too am someone who didn't believe, right? But yet made a decision to believe. And I'm thankful that as a little girl, I was introduced to direct sales and network marketing. All right. So we're going to talk about something on today that's really hard hitting, and it really deals with what people are dealing with when it comes time to their health. We're living in a society in which, let's just keep it with the United States, forget about the world, but over 75% of the United States is obese, right? Over 75% of the United States and Canada, right? I'm not sure about just the United States. I'm going to give you the facts that I know, are dealing with a diabetic society, right? Over 50% of our children are obese and pre-diabetic. What is happening in this world? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about it about a week or so ago on an incredible call that we do on Thursdays right now for the month of April. And we talked about the food addiction. And so that's what's happening. And so when you look at what's going on in the world and you look at how things have changed and you understand that, back in the day, back in the 1950s, the US, we didn't deal with obesity, right? We didn't. It was 1%. Now it is 75%. So when you know these things and you begin to implement these things, you begin to create a different lifestyle, right? And so I truly know without a shadow of a doubt, it is our purpose to let the world know that there are alternative methods, things that you could do for your health in order to ensure that you're not just living, but how about thriving while you're here on this earth? Not living in pain, not living with battling different issues in our bodies, not having to be codependent and dependent upon medications, the prescription drugs that doctors end up prescribing that end up helping in one area, but then you know what? You end up suffering in another, right? So answers. And so we're going to talk about that on today. And so I'm excited to introduce to you a phenomenal company by the name of Partner Co. that we came in connection with a little over a year and a half ago, about to come up on 2 years. And I am so thankful that I said yes to a little pack of noni that has been the game changer, right? So when you look at this company and you understand what we have, it's a global opportunity. We have products that are proven, backed by science, clinical studies, right? So what you pay to get, you are going to get from the time that it is created, no matter what our product is, the time that it goes to from the time that it leaves the facility where it's created, right? The lab where it's created to the shelf to your household, you are getting what you are paying for. And a lot of times we don't realize that because we buy these supplements and they are not what they were created as, because as they are sitting on the shelf, guess what? They're losing their potency. But guess what? We guarantee that's not going to happen over here, right? So I am going to share with you the first product that I want to talk about, and it is this Tahitian noni. And I'm going to bring on a video because it says it's best. And story after story, as we began to introduce this product back to the world, been around over 30 years, we began to see so many lives change as bodies began to balance out, as pressure levels began to balance out, as pains, joint pains, things began to shift in individuals' bodies. And I can tell you, you know what? Those stories started, and guess what? They are still happening left and right. So the Tahitian noni.
Do you worry about getting sick? Have joint or mobility issues? Feel tired frequently? Have stress or moodiness? What if there were a product that strengthened your immune system, boosted your energy, uplifted your mood, supported your overall health? Discover the power of paradise, featuring Tahitian noni, a remarkable superfruit grown in lush French Polynesia, making it more potent than any noni in the world. Hand-picked in family-owned farms with tree-to-package traceability. A vegan formula that's packed with powerful antioxidants, adaptogens, phytonutrients, and nutrients, and free from soy, gluten, and artificial colors and flavors to naturally boost your energy, support healthy immune and cardiovascular systems, fight free radicals, promote mobility, help balance your mood, and maintain your overall wellness. Backed by clinical studies, third-party testing, decades of research, and with 170 million packages sold, people around the world have powered their health, their wellness, their lives with a sip of paradise. Will you? Tahitian Noni Original. Life powered by paradise.
So that is the first product that I was introduced to. And I tell you, that was all, honestly, we paid attention to when we came on the scene, literally selling over $500,000 of this product in 1 month because people were searching. People were tired of dealing with issues in their bodies. And I can tell you, for me, all I did was sip on it for 3 days. I'll never forget when this pack arrived in the house, right? Not this one, but a pack like it, right? Arrived in the house, and we didn't even put it in the refrigerator. We just tore it open, sipped it, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, right? And I can tell you that as I began to sip it though, in 3 days, no more knee pain. How many of you got some joint pain? Right? As we begin to get older, at the end of the day, our bodies can begin to, bend a little bit different and things like that. And so at the end of the day, when I was able to bend down, get back up, no more knee pain, game changer. Why? Because I didn't want to be another statistic. Knee pain, knee surgery runs in my family. I watched my dad get bilateral knee replacement. I watched my brother get bilateral knee replacement. And guess what? I didn't want to be the next one. So I'm thankful for this Tahitian noni because I now have noni knees, and it's an incredible product that is a game changer that's really helping people with their overall health. And you can use it over 100 different ways. Not only sip it, but if you have a headache, put it on your head. People dealing with swelling in their feet, you can soak your feet in it, put it in the refrigerator, reuse it, and guess what? It is going to help. Skin issues, put it on your skin. If you're going to be around a lot of people, this is something that I do when I go out in the public, especially with all of these airborne diseases, I will make a nasal spray. And guess what? I've been sick. So I love the Tahitian noni. It's a game changer. Now let's talk about these slim waistlines that's going on because it's coming up on the summertime, and there's somebody out there who wants to lose some weight. There's somebody out there who's been struggling. There's somebody out there who has tried every single diet plan around the world. There's somebody out there who's saying, you know what can I do about this belly fat? And you've tried so many different things and you really understand, or you're looking for something, or maybe you don't understand what's really happening with our waistline and what's going on with the waistline circumferences that both men and women are now walking around with in the United States. You see, the average waistline of a male is 40.5. The average waistline for a woman, a female, is 38.7. Guess what? A healthy waistline for a male is 40 inches. A healthy waistline for a woman is 35 inches, right? So I'm excited because I check in with a 28-inch waistline, y'all. All right, make sure y'all can see. All right, 28-inch waistline. I'm 55 years old. Was not like that. I lost 2 inches in 2 weeks on a phenomenal product that hit the scene, that literally is lighting things on fire. Over 30,000 bottles sold in less than a month, and it's delivering results. So I can talk to you guys all day about this one, but I'm just going to go ahead and bring on this video and let it tell you all about this incredible product.
Losing inches isn't easy, especially around your belly. Visceral fat is the stubborn belly fat that hides your hard-earned abs. This killer fat surrounds our organs, increasing the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. Now you can give your hips, waist, and abs the advantage your body deserves. Introducing Abvantage, a stimulant-free hip and waist reducer from Colab. The active ingredients are clinically shown to help you burn calories 10 times faster. It works by activating fat-burning cells that target stubborn visceral fat to slim your hips and waist and help reveal your abs. It helps increase your metabolism so you can burn more calories and get leaner faster. Plus, it helps prevent rebound weight gain. Ditch yo-yo dieting. No more hiding in photos. Feel confident about your health. The advantage for slimmer hips and waist and helping reveal those abs is yours. So start taking Abvantage today.
Every bit of $65 will change your entire life with a bottle of Abvantage. If you have been struggling to lose these inches and to get rid of that visceral fat, listen, I'm going to pull this up because I always like to talk about this. We have to understand, and this is why I'm so excited about another product backed by science, This stuff is going to begin to immediately work, all right, on your body. It is going to increase your metabolism 10 times. Your metabolism will never stop. 2 of these a day, and your metabolism continues to burn the fat. But that weight gain around our middles is associated with an increased risk for high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, elevated cholesterol, heart disease, and diabetes, ladies and gentlemen. The medical community, doctors, that's your doctors. The medical community is now beginning to refer to visceral fat, that white fat, as killer fat. So this product is going to activate the brown fat, that adipose, that healthy fat, in order to get rid of this white fat that is surrounding your organs that end up causing disease. And that is coming from our doctor, Dr. Ray Strand. Absolutely amazing, right? I told you our products are backed by science and backed by doctors, okay? And so I love the Advantage. And so we're going to spend a little time as I talk to you all about, one of the products, one of the ingredients, and I'm going to share some stories right quick on the Advantage. And the one product that really is making a difference in this all natural thermogenic fat burning product that really is the game changer. And it's called Grains of Paradise. If you're out there and you're not on healthydrivenlife.com where you can actually see these visuals, definitely you can go there or Google this or chat GPT it. Grains of Paradise. Number one, hold on, I think there's another slide, or did I mix them all up? Let's see, I got them mixed up. All right, so here's the Grains of Paradise. First thing is going to activate the brown fat. I told you that. Boost fat burning. Second, it enhances your metabolism and energy expenditure. Third, regulates your blood sugar levels, all in this little bottle, okay? Regulates your blood sugar levels, all right? So that is the third thing. The fourth thing is it aids in digestion and gut health. 70% of your immune system is dependent upon your gut. All right. So at the end of the day, we have got to get these waistlines down because it is unhealthy when it comes time to our health. Number 5 has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Number 6 supports hormonal balance and libido. See, a lot of times we don't realize the reason why you can't lose the weight, you can't keep it off. I know I've been there, up, down, up, down, up, down, exercising, eating right, and still packing on the pounds until now. All right. It's because your hormones are out of whack, right? So this product for men is going to boost that to testosterone so that you can pack on the muscles, right? For women, the hormones, but also libido. Grains of Paradise is known as an aphrodisiac, okay, in sexual health. So, incredible product. And then the last 2 things, very important, that we sometimes forget about: circulation, right? Our blood circulation, that's important to great health, our heart health. And the last thing, supports cognitive function and mood, right? Very important, because if we don't pay attention to our brain health, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You can end up dealing with illnesses down the road in which you no longer have the capability of being able to use your brain as it should be used. And I know I'm very passionate about this and really helping people to understand this because I watched my mom deteriorate to Alzheimer's disease. And so at the end of the day, it is the most horrific illness that you could ever watch a loved one go through. But guess what? There are options. All right. There are things that we could do in order to get ahead of that. Right. And so incredible product that is really doing a lot of different things. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you some of these stories, right? Some stories on the Advantage. And this is me, right? I always like to tell you a little bit about myself because this is me before January or on January 2024. I grabbed a hold of another product that we have here, these drops, that I'll play a quick video and share some stories in which really changing lives, because we have a body balancing challenge coming up soon, which will help you to balance your hormones and keep your hormones on point, right? So I started this challenge. I had lost some weight, but still would kind of battle with the weight coming back on. And I don't do the drops all the time. I would do them like maybe 3 times a year. And so at the end of the day, this was me before January 24th, before I started the challenge. And I was able to lose like 14 pounds. I lost some inches. but I still had that belly fat, right? That fupa, right? This is the product that'll get rid of the fupa. And so when I added the Advantage, I lost 2 inches off of my waistline and 2 inches. And this is me in February. And guess what? I still am a 28-inch waistline. All right. And I can see where, my stomach has slipped, right? That fupa is finally going away. All right. So that's my story. Then we have Letitia. It's all about the inches, right? I mentioned that earlier, and she measured everything. And you can see that her 10-day story, she was able to drop 3 inches off of her waist with this Advantage, and she lost some inches off of her hips, her arms. It really was about the inches. And this is her story from December to March, where you could just see the transformation. And that's what I love. Real people, real stories, and you can't deny them, right? And so then this is Bobby. Bobby did this for about a month. He was able to lose 4 inches off of his waistline, even though he battled, with some back issues. He started to do intermittent fasting, increased his exercise with a little bit of strength in weights. And you can see the Advantage definitely works. Monique, so story after story. And I want you to figure out where you fit in. So it doesn't matter your body type, your health. Health is universal, okay? She had the little pudge. Look what happened. Right? In a matter of a few days, she was able to see her waistline shrink. All right. And then this is James, him and his beautiful wife. They have really been on this journey and knocking out the pounds, completely changed their entire lifestyle. You can see he's down 2 pant sizes in 7 days. All right. And this is Natasha, 7 inches released in 5 days, right? Because of adding this Advantage to their lifestyle. So story after story, Marquita, right? I love her story because Marquita, she will show you her journey on social media. She gets up, she hula hoops, she exercises, she eats better. And her belly fat literally is melting away with this product just simply because she said yes and added it in. Here's another 5-day story where she was able to drop 5 pounds, but she also lost 1.5 inches off of her waistline. So I can go on and on with these stories, ladies and gentlemen. I really can. But I want to shift real quick. And I want to talk to those. If you got on here today and you just wanted to hear about these phenomenal products, then guess what? These products and that Advantage is a game changer. But you know what? Before I get into the money and I talk about this money real quick, let me bring on another video because I would be remiss if I didn't talk about this product right here. And these are our drops. And I say that because this was the first product that we grabbed a hold of because we didn't have the Advantage. All right, the Advantage has just been out since February. And these drops were the game changer for me because it wasn't until I began to educate myself and understand that, my hormones are out of whack. That is the reason why my scale keeps going up and down. I lose the weight. Next minute I know if I just shift in any direction, the weight is finding me, right? And so when I found out about these drops, and we're about to launch another body balancing challenge right after Mother's Day, ladies, okay, in which you can grab a hold of, this product began to be the game changer. And it is really going to allow you to follow a meal plan and to get the weight off and to keep the weight off. All right. So let me. So there you have it. These are our body balancing drops, also known as the skinny drops, because they're going to balance you out. And guess what? You're going to lose the weight, bottom line. And I can tell you, so many lives are being changed as a result of it. And, you are now in a position to where we have tons of product. I could talk to you all about all day long about the various products that we have, no matter what you're looking for. If your weight loss is on point, maybe you just want some energy. Maybe you want to block sugars and carbs, right? With our sugar stop. So many different products that are here. And guess what? They all flat out work, okay? But now I'm going to shift real quick. And if you got on here today and you just wanted to hear about these products, you should be getting back with the person and say, I am ready to get healthy, because you understand that your health is your greatest wealth. But I want to talk to the individual on today who is saying that, you know what, I understand that we're living in a season in which the economy is hot. We're living in a season in which you realize that from January to February, over 172,000 jobs were lost, right? That means people lost their jobs. Most of them were from the government and in retail, right? But at the end of the day, all you have to do is go to the grocery store or go to the gas station, and you will see that we are living in a time in which we need to create some additional income. And so Nate and I, we realized this a long time ago because we were already struggling. So we didn't buy into just settling for the 40-40-40 plan. That's where we are taught, right? We are taught, ladies and gentlemen, to work for 40 hours for 40 years to be tired on 40% of our income. 40 hours for 40 years to be tired on 40% of our income. And guess what? Not even guaranteed that that's going to be there. But at the end of the day, it didn't make sense to us because we were struggling with 100%. How will we survive with 40%? All right. That is the question of the day. And so we knew that opportunity existed, and all we had to do was grab a hold of it and go for it. Why not try something that you can get in for low and be able to tap into compensation plans, a company in which you don't have to be the shipping department, right? Because we have our own. You don't have to be the customer service department, although you're building a business, and it is truly all about the relationships that you create, right? So you got to become that person that builds relationships with people, because that would be the game changer. And then tap into all these ways that we get paid every single week, voted as the #1 compensation plan in the entire world, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Okay. And creating long-lasting, long-term success. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I know and I've seen what it feels like, all right, to be a part of something and that all of a sudden bottoms out, for real. All right. I've seen individuals that literally were part of organizations and companies in which, you know what, just like that, goodbye. Right. And I can tell you, we have felt the brunt too. And so at the end of the day, here's what you got to do. You got to grab a hold of something that will last a lifetime. You got to grab a hold of something that you can be the first, right? This company has only been around 2 years. So we are just getting started, but we're bringing back a product that is proven, been around 30 years, and now introducing new products every single day. So we get paid 8 ways, right? 8 ways. Retail commissions, real simple. Somebody goes to your website, you send them your link. Guess what's going to happen? Every Friday, you're going to earn 30% off of the retail price of the product, not volume, although we get paid twice on here off of retail. So you're going to get paid the 30% off of the cost of the product. Then you're also going to earn off of volume. So it's incredible what we got here. Now, then the second thing is, if you choose to build a business, right, you may just want to promote the products, share your story, get people to get healthy along with you. But the second way would be as people or your new customers, right? This is where you earn off of the volume. Your new customers, you know, come into the business, or they purchase product from you, you're going to earn up to another 30%. And when people join you in the business, incredible. It all depends on how you start your business and build your business in the first 4 weeks of getting started. Then we start to get into team commissions. This is your recurring income. This is that lay down to sleep at night, wake up to money type money, right? This is why we got into this industry, because as you begin to focus on other people and helping other people, your team grows, and you're going to earn 15% off of the lesser team every single week. We have a comp plan that you can build unlimited depth and unlimited width. So you build deep, you build wide, there's more lines you get paid off of, all right? So it's incredible. Matching bonus, another 30% as your team begins to earn every single week. You're going to get paid the pay line, the income position bonuses. This is what we like to call our profit sharing. It's going to happen anyway. $10,000 savings bonus will begin to build in your back office. When you hit 10,000, guess what? They just cut you a check. You're not doing anything except building your team, and this begins to add up. And then maybe you like trips, maybe you like rewards, free products. Guess what? All of that is happening here at this incredible company. And all you got to do is say, I'm ready to start my own global home-based business. That's what it boils down to. So for those of you that are on here, you're saying, what's next? I'm so glad you asked. Imagine $95. All right. To get your digital business toolkit, right? Your membership. That's it. Right. So you pay that. And then, of course, the second thing that we want to say is at the end of the day, if you don't have any product, if you don't decide that, you know what, I want some Advantage, I want some Noni, I want some drops, I want some Renew, I want to sleep at night, I want to block the sugars in the carbs. I want to do all of this. I want some, whatever you want. Okay. You can have whatever you like. What's going to end up happening? Y'all know I can't sing, but at the end of the day, now you are in business. All right. So you get in where you fit in, but our company allows you to build to higher levels in your first 4 weeks. Here's an example of one of our packs. It's the Advantage pack, our 8-pack. Comes in a 20-pack too. For those who say, you know what, I know a lot of people, I want to get started. I want to flood my area with this product. You can get Advantage. You can get Advantage and Noni, doesn't matter. But you see, you get 8 for $288. Go out and sell 7 of these for $65. That's $455 already back into your household. You're already in profit mode. What business do you know where you could start and make money right away and already be in profit mode, right? Not a traditional business. It's not going to happen, all right? So that's an example. Once you pick your product pack, you got to set up a subscription. This is how you become a product of the product. You have to pop. At the end of the day, we don't sell cars, right? We don't sell phones. We don't sell any of that. We sell health and wellness. So at the end of the day, what I love is you don't have to be a salesperson. Remember, I shared with you, I was shy. I couldn't do any of this. So I don't want to sell anybody anything. But what I can do is show you that it works for me. What I can do is share my story and help other people to believe that it can happen for them. So you set up your subscription so that now you are investing in yourself, and it's a low overhead to have a home-based business that gives you unlimited potential to build to whatever you choose. Now you're asking yourself, can you really do it? Stop doubting. Doubt kills more dreams in this world at the end of the day. And so when you stop doubting yourself and believe in yourself and take some chances on life and realize that successful people make decisions quick and they don't turn back, and believe that you can. But when you do that and you plug into a system where you're going to save yourself some time, energy, and money, a simple system that if you can copy and paste, guess what? You can make your money back ASAP, step by step. We have tools. We have all of these videos. We have an app that you can build your business from. You don't really have to do too much except plug in and begin to share. And the system will do the work for you. So what do you want to do at this point? You want to get back with the person. I'm so glad that you asked. Get back with the person who invited you to this. Get back with the person and who you're seeing this video from. Let them know that you're ready. If you just want to lose some inches, right? And you want to get healthy with the Noni, and you want to see how you can be a part of our next challenge with the opportunity to earn to win some cash and some prizes, then get back with them and become a customer, right? Or you might want to save 15%, become a preferred customer. Or let's start losing some inches and earning some of this money as a brand partner and say that you are ready to get started. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got on today. I just want to say to every single one of you, know this, that your health truly is your greatest wealth. And we have one life to live here on this earth. And so it is the season in which we got to pay attention to the things that we are putting into our bodies. We got to pay attention to the things that we do every single day. Nate and I, we promote an incredible lifestyle where, you know what, it's not just about these products, because you can take these products all day long. But if you decide to still eat unhealthy, if you decide to not drink your water, if you decide to not move your body, right? Become a part of the Move It to Lose It challenge that we have here with phenomenal individuals in which we're on a mission to bring back health around this world, right? And at the end of the day, we're not looking to change everybody's life, but we are looking, and we know we will change the lives that we are called to change, right? To help change, right? Because they have to be the change that they want to see. So get back with whoever invited you on here today. Say yes to you. And as you do that, I look forward to seeing every single one of you. Not from the top, but where? Y'all already know, at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. We're going all the way up with this one. And I can tell you, change is now. All right, y'all. So see y'all next time. Have a amazing need to upload some more songs. Fire. Y'all, let's go. Say yes to me. Playing engine. I'm almost ready for summer. But I'm getting ready to hit the gym because I have not worked out on this Saturday. But guess what? My health is my goal. I'm calling it. How about you? See y'all later.